Hey there! This lesson is about learning something new from the song Bounce High, Bounce Low. And we're only going to be doing 4 beats in the first 4 beats of the song. So we're going to start and pat our beat, and you can pat your heart or you can pat your thighs. And it starts, I'll go first. Bounce high, bounce low. Repeat. Okay, now let's just do that same thing and let's clap the rhythm. So the rhythm is the way the words go. So clap your hands, ready, and go. Bounce high, bounce low. Okay, so let's go back to this first beat right here. Now this first beat is bounce. And we know that from unit level 1. And what rhythm is that? It's just one sound. Bounce, one long sound, so it is a quarter note. So I'm going to draw a quarter note. Actually, I'm going to make my quarter notes. My note head is a circle. Fill it in with, I'm going to put the stem down for this song. Okay, so the next beat is bounce high, high. What's the rhythm note for that? Another quarter note, so let's write that in here. Circle, color in, stem. All right, next beat. Bounce, high, bounce. Third beat is bounce, and that would be another quarter note. Okay, and let's do the last part there at the end. Ready and go. Bounce, high, bounce, low, low is another quarter note. All right. I'm going to make that one the stem up that time. Okay, so we already know that these are quarter notes, and for each beat we had one sound, one word per beat. But now we already know that. But in unit level 2, there's going to be something new with this song. And I'm going to, first of all, show you the very first note of the song. And we're going to look at melody. So melody, we need a music staff. So you know this from level 1. If you draw a SO word, so, in a space or a line, that will indicate where the so sound is. Well, bounce high, bounce low starts with so. I'm going to draw my circle now, my note head, in the space that so is, because this is going to be our first sound, and I'm going to make it the quarter note that we already did. So this is so. Now let's go to this sound. We've got bounce high, high, bounce so. What does that sound like? Now we know it's a quarter note, but listen to the difference again. Not the rhythm, but listen to the sound, the pitch. Bounce high. What's happening there? The sound is going what? Higher, correct. So we need to make this higher than so, and we don't know that note yet. It's new. So to make the sound higher from this space where so goes, we're going to move it up one step up, which we learned about steps and skips in level 1. We're going to go around the line, under the line, and put our stem down. So this now is a little bit higher than so. Okay, this is our new sound of la. One step up from so. Okay, so let's move on. So we've got bounce, high, bounce. What does that sound? Bounce, high, bounce, high, bounce. How does that sound? Okay, it sounds like it goes back to the so sound. So let's put up our so sound there. In the third space up, we learned about spaces and their numbers in level 1. So that's 3 spaces up is our so, just like we have it here, 1, 2, 3. And we have the 4th beat over there, the quarter note. So let's figure out what the pitch is. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce low. We already know that from level 1, which is what sound? Me. Me is lower than so, and it's a skip down. So let's put our music staff up there and get our pitch one skip down, so space 3 is so, we need to go down to space 2. Skip the line, make your circle, color it in, and because the note head is below the third line, our stem is going to go up for that sound. So we have so, our new sound, la, so, mi. Remember it's mi for the sound that is lower than so. So our new pitch is la, and it goes so, la, so, mi. Try that. So, la, so, mi. Okay, and our hand signs would be, we learned this is so, this is la, goes a little bit higher, and then we have so, and our mi is here. So the pattern looks like this. So, la, so, mi. And that matches with bounce high, bounce low. Perfect. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's look at la a little bit more. And we have our hand signs here of la and so and mi. And then here we have our stairs that we learned about, our steps in level 1. And if so is a space, la will be a line, one line higher, one step up. And if so is a space, mi will be a space. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put so in this space. And this was like in the song Bounce High, Bounce Low. We can draw our so inside the lines. And then la will be one line higher, so we go around and above and below the line above it, line 4, back to space 3 for so, and then we would have mi, one skip down. We're going to skip a line and put mi one space below so. That's the pattern. Let me make this a little bit better here if I can. All right, so the pattern is so is mi is one skip down from so, and la is one step up from so. La is one step up. And we can hear it like this. Here is the sound of mi, and so, and la. Okay? Now, let's erase that. And our pattern is the same, but if we want to have, if so is on a line, like say line 4, we'll put the so word there. That would mean the circle would go around line 4 for the sound of so, and la would have to be one step up. That would be a space this time. And then so again would be the 4th line, and we would go down a skip. We'd skip a space and go down to line 3 for mi. And this would just sound a little bit higher than the pattern we just heard. Okay, and we can erase that again, and we can move this pattern anywhere we want on the music staff. It would just change the pitch. It would make it higher or lower depending on where our so is. So if we have a so here on line 2, and that we would go up a space for la, and we go back to that sound for all the so's, and we would skip down a line for the sound of mi. So the sound will be the same. So, la, so, mi. But it would just have a lower sound to the pattern. Okay, great job.